won't be quiet, it won't be safe, and it won't be calm.
Run up and down lots of corridors!
That was the one!
Stand off to the right, Brigadier.
Locking phasers on target.
They're locking phasers. Ray shields.
Fire!
But I tell you what it will be. I'll tell you what it will be. The trip of a lifetime.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good morning. This, I regret to tell you, is a I don't regret to tell you because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, beyond awesome. I regret to tell you, but this is a pre-record. Why is it a pre-record? It is my son's engagement party. Now, you may think an engagement party is not a big deal, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Just give you a little bit of background, right? My son is marrying I'm very what they call Ashkenazi, which is, Western European Jew. When you think Jew, you think this kind of thing, right? But there's the other type of Jews, the Eastern Jews, right? Called the Sephardim, right? And never the twain will meet. Well, they're meeting tonight, let me tell you. But it's actually interesting tonight. When you, by the time you'll be watching this in Israel, anyway, is going to be the Jewish holiday of Tu B'Av, which is the happiest day of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Actually, if you have kids, the most wonderful time of the year is when they go back to school after summer vacation, right? That's when that goes down. Anyway, I digress. So it's happy. Basically, it's turned into a Israeli Jewish Valentine's Day. It's a good way to sell chocolates and flowers, right? It's a nice thing. But one of the many good things that happened is there were originally 12 tribes of Israel. If you ever seen Battlestar Galactica, it's that kind of thing, right? And each tribe had its own unique culture, right, and difference, right? And they didn't intermarry. So on this day, on Tu B'Av, is when they were able to finally when intermarriage was indeed between the different tribes allowed. And that's basically what's going to go on, right? Because my son's fiance, right? Her, as I said, she's French Tunisian. By the way, my mother, God rest her soul, she would have been so up for all the Eastern culture stuff coming in. She was like, I told her, Mom, Reuven, my son, your grandson, the guy. Yeah. He's found a wonderful girl. She's smart. She's beautiful. She's driven. She's fantastic, and she is absolutely love her. She really is a great woman. And she's got a Tunisian background, so she's Sephardi. And my mom will be like, yeah, that's fantastic, and she's French, and she'll be like, I'm sorry, what was that? So thankfully, she's not with us. Anyway, that's why I'm freshly shorn for this big event tonight. But here's the thing. Give you an idea of the cultural difference. It starts at, what time is it supposed to start? Like 7:30, 7:45. Anyway, but the son's fiance's family, they were told to get there at like 7 or so, because they're all going to be late. Right, and first thing you have like a sit-down dinner. I don't think it's going to be good. It's like, we're paying about like £15 a head, right? It can't be that good of food. But anyway, you have a bit of a sit-down dinner. So I'm like, okay, we budget like half hour for that, 45 minutes. I mean, how long is it? It's like one course, right? Yeah, how long is this going to be? An hour and 45 minutes. Like a freaking hour and 45 minutes before we get into the engagement party thing, which is the henna, right? Which is where they get the henna tattoos. It's basically you put henna on everybody, and they sit in thrones. And I'll show you. I will show you pictures on Wednesday or Thursday, right? When I'm back on live. But I'm going to be wearing a fez. I got the whole like Arabic dress thing they have for me to put on. It sounds like it's fun. And my wife, and you got to give like these gifts. So my wife has to give a basket of gifts to my son's fiance. Which and the thing is, it's again culturally very different. They don't go for anything tasteful, right? Lots of gold, green onyx if it was the 70s, but kind of the same thing. Anyway, so that's what's going on instead of a live show. That was live for the last 2 nights. Honestly, I'm kind of getting into like the longer streams. I don't know what's up with that, but like last night, I finished at about 2 hours 20 minutes in. Could have gone till 3 easily, right? Easily. And also, this is puffing up. I received a. Can you see that? Yes, I received an injury while getting my haircut. I put my arm down on the armrest while I was waiting for my turn in the at the hairdresser, and there was a bee there, a fly there, which I felt bad because I killed it, right? But he like stung me instinctively. But you know, what can you do? You suffer for these things. Anyway, that is what's going down, ladies, and that's what's going down. That is why I am not with you live this evening. Anyway, I digress. I was like, are we going to do a show tonight? We're going to put anything out? Yeah, I have no idea how long it's going to go. I got a whole bunch of stuff to look at. Everything is weirder than the next, right? One thing is weirder than the next. We live in strange times. I don't know what to tell you. We live in very, very strange. Let me just turn the AC on. By the way, I'm recording this on StreamYard. The good thing of recording on StreamYard is I can put in the opening titles, right? That makes life easier, and I can play videos easier. But we've had like the rest of the freaking world, apart from England. Is it just miserable and raining in England? We've had this heat wave here, and the power is apt to go out, like flicker out or go out for a long time. StreamYard will keep recording, right? No matter what. So, but if the power goes out for a while, then I'm in my basement right now. Boy, am I such a freaking stereotype. I'm in my basement, and so I'm going to go upstairs with my phone, and I'll be able to log into StreamYard and stop the recording. I guess that's the plan. Anyway, who knows what destiny? Maybe it'll go fine. Anyway, good evening, guys. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Look at the video notes, sign up my Substack, sign up my paid Substack, and we're going to be I'm putting out this book. What am I going to do next? I'm enjoying doing the Colin Baker ones, Millennial Rights, and now I'm in a bit of a routine with it, right? I got an idea how I'm doing, so I can bang them out much quicker. If you sign up my paid Substack, it's like $5 a month. You get 2 chapters. That's good, 2 hours worth. Every month. Plus, you get to support me. And boy, do I like to be supported, baby? Oh yes, do I like to be supported? Anyway, fine. So we have a bunch of new stuff to get to. Let's have a look. Where should we start? Okay, we'll start over here. Doink. And where is it? Share screen? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Doink. Okay, who is this guy and why is he like go away? There you go. Fine. Can I close this? No. Okay, fine. So this is from the Yorkshire Post, right? Yorkshire Post, they are admitting to doing a terrible thing, a bad thing. Oh, actually, I can make this a bit bigger. Make it bigger, baby. Oh, yeah, you want it. But, very sad. Pee Wee Herman dead at 70. Man, I honestly, I think he got shafted for some reason that we don't know, right? Some reason that we have no idea why. Here we go. Jodie Whittaker, how Yorkshire schooling helped create the first female Doctor Who. Well, if that's not an indictment of Yorkshire bloody schooling, I don't know what is, right? I mean, Yorkshire schooling helped create the biggest disaster ever to before British television, right? I mean, really, it's not something you should really crow about. But like, how were they involved in the Jodie Whittaker debacle? Icky thump. Let's have a look. And I thought Yorkshire was like majority Muslim now, wasn't it? Widely celebrated the first female Doctor Who. By who? Where? What? No, she's not. She's not widely celebrated. Widely reviled. That's more likely. Yeah, widely hated. Widely, Yeah, 1 second. See, this is a good thing about using StreamYard because I can do this. What epitomizes Jodie Whittaker more than anything else, right? It is this. Let me find it for you. I put it in my where is it? My things I need to give. There you go. What epitomizes the Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who?
This is what I thought we'd go for.
Like, then that's how she played it. That is that. So Yorkshire fucking schools why did you do this to us, right? Like, what is up with you? Hiya. Is it again? It's so awful.
This is what I thought we'd go for.
Oh, God. And look. First we got Mandy, looking quite attractive, reasonably shaggable until she opens her mouth. Even more if she opens her mouth. Yeah, again, professional, being made to look like a human being. And then the troglodyte from hell arrives. No! Go away! Get thee to a nunnery, back to whence thou came, hellspawn. So what? Okay. Widely celebrated by nobody at all, but certainly not by Doctor Who bloody fans, as the first female Doctor Who when she landed the part 6 years ago. 6 years and how many episodes? 28 turgid episodes ago, was it? She did 10 episodes first year, 10 episodes the second year, Flux was 6, and then you're like, okay, 29 episodes later, God help us. Rusty Davis will do that in a year, in back in the day. Jodie Whittaker has been acting since her days at West Yorkshire Village School, and quite frankly, to the people who run West Yorkshire Village School, what the hell? You didn't think of telling her that it's not for you, right? Let me sit back behind the Centrinians music video with her in it. Because that is hilarious. Trinians. I mean, like, honestly, is this it? Is this the one with it's Girls Allowed It with I'm gonna have to Trinians music video, Jodie Whittaker. Jodie Whittaker. Must be this one. Let me see if I can download it, because it's, when you stare at it, it's truly awful, right? It's like how did this again? You keep looking and go, how? Look, I can understand Biden. How did Biden happen? Well, I'll tell you how Biden happened. I think essentially since JFK's assassination, the president has been some kind of ceremonial title where you get to be president, you get to feel cool about yourself, and you get to make lots and lots of money, right? Normally illegally, right? And that's essentially the upside of being president, right? But you don't get, I mean, like, I think everybody campaigns, they think they're going to be president, they go in, and then like the CIA, oh, man, it's not coming up. I'm not even sure this is the right one. Hang on, is this the right one? No. No. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. It is classically awful, right? It is absolutely, is this it? Trinian's funny moments with Jodie Whittaker. I don't believe there are any, right? I don't believe there are any. Is it this one? Hang on. Is this the music video? Because it is truly awful. And Jodie Whittaker in it is like beyond awful, right? No, this doesn't look like it. Maybe they scrubbed it from the interwebs. BBC, don't trust you. Don't trust you. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Jodie Whittaker from the search. See if that helps it come up. So Girls Allowed, is it this the one? Let me see. Girls Allowed. This could be it. This could be it. How? Because if I have it, again, this is so worth the effort to find, because it's so super cringe, like super duper cringe. Is this one going to download? Here we go. Fine. Where is it? Hang on. It's 4.5 minutes long. It must be in this. It takes forever. Damn. Save video as. Doink. Fine. Let's see. Let's try and open this up. I keep pressing the wrong thing. Where'd it go? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Everything is hard. Nothing is easy. Okay. I totally don't want to get copyright struck over this piece of crap. Is this it? Where she's dancing, right? There's Jodie Whittaker dancing. Trust me, you want to see that, right? Actually, you don't. You don't. Your eyes may burn out, right? But no, come on. Where is it? Okay, I'm halfway there. You get more clips as you go on. But is this the wrong one? I mean, look, I mean, that's what I think of when I think of Centrinians. Hot girls in schoolgirl uniform. Oh, I think we should just check that. Check out that little moment again. Yeah, Tallulah Riley, one of the hottest, who used to be married to Elon Musk. See there? That's what I think of when I think of bloody Centrinians. Like deeply spankable, right? Yeah, you got Gemma Allerton and Tallulah Riley. Oh, she's hot. She's like crazily hot. I think she just get married to somebody again. She was married, and I think Russell Brand of Flash Harry was quite good casting as well. Is this it? Hang on. No, all these people are moving somewhat rhythmically, right? There is nothing like Jodie Whittaker. Again, that's what Centrinian moves is supposed to be, like hot women dressed as schoolgirls. Is it in here? Oh, it's not here. I can't find it. Fine. I spent too much time looking for it. Forget it. That's a shame. I'll try and find it for a live stream, right? It's classically awful. It's more awful than, I mean, like, you think I'm overselling it. No, I'm not, right? I am not. So anyway, Yorkshire. Yeah, let's see how Yorkshire's to blame for this piece of shit. Even if she might not have been aware of it at the time, where it would lead. God, who knew where it would lead, right? Somewhere awful. Is that a trans person? They look like a girl on hormone therapy, right? I don't know. That's a weird-looking bloke or a trans bloke. I don't know. The teachers did their best, you remember, from a time at St. Aidan's Church of England First School in Skell Manthorpe. I wasn't really good at school. You darling, you're not really good at acting, let me tell you. I always found it difficult to sit there and have somebody talking to me. Yeah, listening and taking directions does strike me as something that is not your strong suit, darling. Definitely not your strong suit. But at a very early age, I knew I wanted to be an actress. Really? Because you're a work-shy layabout who can't do anything else. Oh, that makes sense. I happily played on my own as a little girl. Yeah. Did you not notice the lack of friends around you? That might have indicated you might not be the perfect fit for Dr. Bloody Who. But all my dolls and other, this is getting sad now, and toys were involved and had speaking parts. I didn't get a speaking role in my games for years. It was always Jemima, the dolly. She was such a bitch. She always took my lines. Games of pretend were my playground. Well, fuck me. That playground must have been a barren, empty, miserable place, because I've seen you try and pretend. You had no freaking idea what the Doctor was about or what the character was, right? I've seen you trying to pretend badly, right? Badly. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not funny. Moving on to Sisset Middle School. What says scissoring? That was going to prelude the Doctor. Yeah, Phasmid, right? Romance. Funny thing is, man, I think Mandit Gill would not be up for a full-on lesbian action, right? Yeah, I doubt that will go down well. And then Shelley High School, she began to pick up roles in school productions. They said, yeah, just take the fucking role and leave us alone, Jodie. Here, keep up. Oh, can I be Hamlet today? Yes, Jodie, you can be fucking Hamlet. Just leave us the fuck alone. Right, which led to enrolling on performing in Arts BTEC course in Huddersfield Technology College. Well, I'll tell you, when he got a pedigree like Huddersfield Technology College for acting, then it doesn't get much better than that. Now part of Kirklees College in 1999. Oh, that was a Y2K bug, right? Maybe the Y2K bug was Jodie Whittaker, made flesh. That could well be. The primary school dreamer now have become a highly focused student. I don't believe that at all. I mean, again, I've seen how you prepare for Doctor Who. Here, Keith up, shall I run up and down and wear my little magic wand? It's a sonic screwdriver. It's the same thing, Keith up. Motivated by studying the subject, she loved and encouraged by staff who could clearly see her potential. Well, could you help us see it too? Because we're all a bit mystified by it. Not miffed and mystified. Jodie was determined to learn her craft. Is she still? Because she hasn't. And listen, she can play roles that she understands. In all fairness, she can play mothers, girlfriends, wives, right? She's not good at anything else. I mean, she's in the second season of Time, right? Of that great, who was that? Alan Bleasdale wrote that, I think? No, who wrote Time? Hang on. Time was great. It starred Sean Bean. Time, Sean Bean. But it was Jimmy McGovern, right? By Jimmy McGovern. And she's in the second season of it somehow. I have no idea. Bella Ramsey was in it apparently as well. God, I hate seeing Bella Ramsey, the girl from The Last of Us, because, like, again, she's grown up to be a average-looking girl with doesn't look overly feminine, and so she's like pretending to be trans. Yeah, you're not, darling. You're not. Okay, you're not gay. You're not trans, and I think you like to have sex with boys, right? That's what I think. I think you're just uncomfortable because you're not Hollywood good-looking, because she's not. Jodie was determined to learn a craft. Well, I don't know when that fell off. She was one of the most focused students, focused and dedicated students I've ever taught. Recalls one of her lectures, Gloria Appleton. How many students did you teach? Oh, just the one. Not more than that. I taught one, and they also gave me the garbage can to teach as well. But that didn't really count. But Jodie, and also the plants, right? But Jodie was the most focused of the plants and of the garbage can. Absolutely, yes. And we can see that in a performance. She was part of a very strong group of students, probably the weakest part. And spent 2 years here learning the basics of what it means to be a performer. Yes, going into yeah, okay, let's have a look again. What it means for Jodie Whittaker to be a performer. Have you learnt those basics yet, Jodie? Show us the basics. Show us the basics. There we go.
This is what I thought we'd go.
Oh, Madden looks like she's learned the basics. Oh, you're doing quite good, Madden.
Naya.
Yes, that's Jodie Whittaker's learning the basics, right? Holy crap balls. God help us. Right, God help us. Jodie's enthusiasm extended to the parts of the curriculum where she was less of a natural than in acting. Okay, well, she wasn't natural in acting. As another one of her tutors, Maureen Nordin remembered, she wanted to be the best she could be. Well, when did that end? Dancing wasn't her favorite thing. Okay, that was acting. But she threw herself in it nonetheless. Oh, icky thump. What was the dancing would have been like? These stomps around the room. After a gap year, she won a place in the Guildhall School of Music and Drama. As they like to show kids, don't do that, right? We have one kid a year who we just use an example of what not to do under any circumstance whatsoever. Jodie, that is you, right? That is you. Man, we've been having a Jodie tear this week because there's not much going on. And boy, she's always good for a laugh. You got to admit, been game for a laugh. She wanted to be back here, fine. After a gap year, she went, it's not a gap year. She finished and then she didn't do anything for a year. Where she graduated she graduated in 2005 with a gold medal in acting. Oh, they gave me a gold star. Icky thump, just like Adric. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's not for mathematical excellence, darling. Let me tell you. Yeah. I want a gold star. Oh, icky thump. It says gold medal for acting, but I think gold star sounds better. The same, she made a professional debut in The Storm at Shakespeare's The Globe. Since then, her CV is filled up with a wide range of stage, TV, and film appearances. It's unfathomably so. Like, this is such a intensely competitive industry, and Jodie Whittaker somehow, I don't know how, has a job. Right? It's beyond me. Has had a busy career. Okay, that makes no sense. I'm saying, like, why I understand Biden's president rather than Jodie Whittaker as an actor, because Biden, okay, he's an empty vassal who's completely compromised. Everybody has dirt on him, so the CIA will just tell him what to do, and he'll do it, right? And he'll do it quite happily, right? But I don't get Jodie. with the role of Beth Latimer in Broadchurch being perhaps her best-known performance before Doctor Who's producers call. The same producer as Broadchurch, and she was shit in Broadchurch as well. She just standing around like huffing and sighing. I mean, yeah, kid did just die, but she's able to carry that off at least. From Broadchurch to via outer reaches of time and space, Jodie Whittaker happily acknowledged the part of her upbringing and her early days that played in setting off with a successful career path. I guess so, right? Okay. If you're a young girl who is shit at school and shit at acting, do this and you too can be Doctor Who, okay? I guess so. Maybe Han Solo. I think especially nice because I can go back to my roots and just be me. Darling, you could come here and just be you as well. We wouldn't take airs and graces. I would love to interview Jodie Whittaker. Oh my God. I would love to. Why did you play Doctor Who as a moron? I went to a local school, St. Aidan's Academy, and Skellen Manthorpe really didn't give me a great start in life. I guess so. So the timeline is she was born in 82. Blimey, a dark day indeed. 94 went to school. 99 went to the Huddersfield Technical College. 2002, Guildhall, then goes with a gold medal for acting in 2005 in the Globe. First major role as Jessie in film Venus, receiving 2 nominations. Stands in for Carrie Mulligan in role called production of Seagull. Well, that's okay. Being Carrie Mulligan's understudy isn't that big a deal. Appears as Emma Croft in Jimmy McGovern's The Series. Accused! Oh, that's probably why she's in, what's the name? Time. But it's Beth Latimer. They missed out the one movie I thought she was okay in, which was Tap the Block. Again, how, I don't know, right? Becomes the first female Doctor Who, filming upcoming Australian TV series One Night and the BBC series Time. Yeah, okay, nothing makes sense. Nothing matters, nothing makes sense. Jodie Whittaker, so there you go. Well done, Jodie. Now, if you thought Jodie Whittaker was the shittest actress ever to be associated with Doctor Who, BBC, well, not Enterprises, what are they? BBC Marketing, BBC Studios. What's it called now? I don't know. They said, hold my beer. They said, hold my beer, because there's more doom, ladies and gentlemen. More doom and gloom, and boy, are they doing anything possible to make you buy this disc, which nobody fucking is, right? I mean, I saw the response on Twitter. X, whatever bullshit. I mean, X is just a bad name, Elon, mate. I hate to tell you this. X is just a bad name. Set for September, Big Finish 4-part audio drama. Doctor Who Doomsday, Dying Hours, finds the assassin encountering the 8th Doctor Paul McGann, Charlie India Fisher, Jackie Tyler, and the Silence, and more, and so much more. Doom Suze Kepler's Deadly Day rolls. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Suze Kepler's Deadly Day rolls on as the greatest assassin in the universe. How? Looks for. I mean, do you people just want to like jump out of a window rather than spend time with you? That would make sense. Looks to avoid. Greatest assassin in the universe. Looks to avoid a one-on-one with the Grim Reaper. How that got written is beyond me. How somebody said, "Oh, Doctor Who, let's put the Grim Reaper in." I mean, it'll be one thing if it was Repelil robot dressed as the Grim Reaper, but no, this is death, actual death. But will even the Doctor? Will even the Doctor, a vortex manipulator in 24 hours, be enough to save Doom from paying the ultimate price? What, the ultimate price or complete and total failure? Right? No is the answer. No. In the next chapter of Doctor Who 60th anniversary, well, it's got nothing to do with 60th anniversary because others use the member modes to sell this substandard garbage. Multimedia event Doomsday. By the way, she got banned on Twitter for like 24 hours or something for hate speech. I mean, like, really? Kepner makes a Big Finish debut. Big Finish produces debut in 4 full-cast audio dramas, otherwise known as Doctor Who, Doomsday, Dying Hours. It's exciting to be part of something that's one element of a even bigger adventure. Big Finish contribution is just one part of Doomsday story. Yeah, if no one's listening to it, mate. Said producer John Ainsworth, offering more details about what the listeners can expect. Each of the 4 stories has something from somewhere in Doctor Who universe. The first one takes elements of the Doctor, elements and characters from the television series The Dalek Master Plan. Member Berry! Right? The second one features Jackie Tyler, which is brilliant fun. The third one is has a silence. The fourth one, you get the Doctor and India and Charlie featuring in the story. Oh, God. I mean, does it come with a hand job as well? Because that's essentially, and I wouldn't want a hand job from Suze. I mean, maybe put a bag on her head. That I could go. Lovely pair of tits, so don't get me wrong. Absolutely lovely pair of tits. If we could just get a paper bag, I think we might be available. But look at this. Like, look at this idiot fake. Why? Why would you buy this? Why? As Doom's final hours come into sharp focus, she'll need whatever's necessary mission to complete her mission. Find the Doctor and escape what increasingly seems like the inevitable. God, we all hope so. We all hope so, darling. Doom is about to cross thousands of years of time and light years in space. This is badly written, right? Yeah, years in space. In search of her last best hope. Even if she finds the Doctor, will the person who is all about saving lives help a person whose job it is to take them? Well, probably not. Generally speaking, Doomsday is almost over. Thank fuck. Go away, Doom. Go away. Time is running out. Could this be the end? Only if there is a merciful God. Please, which I believe there is. So the 4 stars are Dawn of the Everlasting Peace by Jacqueline Rayner, Venus 3975, the Non-Aggression Pact, the Day of the Non-Aggression Pact, the perfect ironic location for the assassin. But Doom's mission is about to become even more complicated thanks to the explosive plot to undermine the treaty itself. Okay. A Date with Destiny by Robert Valentine. Okay, both these people are pretty good. A romantic dinner turns life-threatening for an unsuspecting human in 2007. But this time Doom has competition. If she loses, then her last chance to find the Doctor could be snatched away. Cue the action-packed chase through London streets. But has Doom met a match? Blimey, I think this Copiator certainly has. Right? I mean, really? I mean, you've just said that twice in like one sentence or 2 sentences. Doesn't sound that good. Fine. So that was in part 3, The Howling. Right? Was that the name of a werewolf movie? Something like that. The Howling Wolves of Zan Fear by Simon Clark. Never heard of him. A Warring World of Wolves. 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 That is one of the worst bits of writing ever. Doom's target turns out to be a puppeteer of the Warring Zan, a silent. But what if she's already completed her mission? How will she know? What if this wasn't even her mission in the first place? No time to waste. Countdown is on. That finally came up with the premise. Sounds good. And finally, The Crowd by Lizzie Hopeless. Lizzie Hopeley. And she is hopeless. I'm sorry. Follow the Crowd, which is what Jodie Whittaker's Doctor did a lot. That's what they say, right? In this case, however, devastation, murder, and destruction follow this particular crowd. Doom's next target. But among them, an unfamiliar face with a familiar name. Could this be Doom's salvation? God, I hope not. It's I mean, you want to see how bad it is? All right, let's see some of that Suze Kempner acting, right? They released another preview of it the other day. And it, yeah, here we go. Doink. Stop music. terrible, terrible acting, bad effects.
15 hours and... Wait. Is that a robot dog?
I mean, okay. Do I have Patrick Stewart doing a triple take? Patrick Stewart triple... Yeah, triple take. Here we go. 1 second. Is this it? Yes. Okay. This is a school of acting that she went to, right? This is totally the school of acting she went to. There we go. Twitter video downloader. Did I close that window already? Moron than I am. Okay, this I know where it is. We're gonna find. We found it straight away, right? Download. I'm clicking download, but okay, this download is shite. YouTube. Got the wrong one. Then YouTube video downloader. I'll get an extension, but I never trust them. There we go. Fine. Save video as Patrick Stewart. Okay, even the last season Picard was good. Again, let's look at this double take again. God, she's such a miserable face.
Wait. 15 hours and... Wait.
Huh. Okay, let's do this. Patrick Stewart on how to do the double take, right?
The point in this class when I'm about to show you the quadruple take. It's a rarely used device.
Yeah, rarely used, but let me tell you, when Suze Kepner sees this, she'll be using it.
Comedy, but it has its place. You know, you've already seen the take, the double take, and the triple take. I'm just going to run through them one more time.
Thank you, Patrick. We need that.
Thank you so
Just
much for
to
that.
remind you, shh, hush, you're here to learn, not to talk. I'm just going to run through them again one more time.
Tell you, that Hollywood money did well for you, Patrick, right? I don't know who those feet belong to, but they look remarkably younger than yours.
Time, just so that you've got them. And when I finish, there will be a little pause, and I will show you the quadruple take. Now, what you have to understand about the quadruple take is it is not in the same style as the take, single, or double take, right? It's a different style.
Well, Suze Kepner actually did the double take like the quadruple take. We're going to see in a second.
Of physical comedy. So
Physical
just
comedy.
running through,
Suze Kepner,
it's
Suze
a
Kepner is
rare
not that good with.
right? It's a different style. So here we go. Just running through the take, the double take, the triple take. Her buns are the best. Single take.
That was better than Suze, right?
Double take. Her buns are the best.
Yeah, still so much more subtle. So much more subtle.
Double take. Triple take. Her buns are the best.
Still more believable and subtle, right? But Suze Kepner goes straight for the quadruple take on take number one.
That last one was a little crude, a little coarse in its execution. Oh.
I didn't notice it. Are you getting a hard on? That's how it sounds like to me.
The quadruple take. Now, I've already explained to you, this is in a different style from the first three, because the first three were based on truth, on naturalism, on
not the way Suze Kepner did it.
Spontaneous, naturalistic acting. This, the
Is the Suze Kepner School of Acting.
quadruple take, is in a different category altogether, but it's the only one I know, and you'll be glad to hear that I don't have anything beyond the quadruple take.
Suze probably does.
You ready?
I'm ready, Patrick.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you're lucky that last season Picard was good, because I wouldn't be watching it now if it wasn't.
Okay. Her buttons are the best.
Yes, that's the way Suze Kepner did it.
That might have been actually the quintuple take.
I wasn't counting.
I lost count halfway through. But you get the principle. It remains the same.
One second. Let's look at this again.
Is that a robot dog? 15 hours and... Wait.
Yes, that was a quadruple date. She's so shit. She's so immensely shit. It's unbelievable how shit she is, right? You keep thinking, no, nothing can get more shit than this. And then, no, she gets more shit. Incredible. Incredible, Suze. We're all very proud of you. That's going on a thumbnail. Patrick Stewart teaching Suze Kempner to act. Yes, that's going on a thumbnail. Fine. Let's see what else. Sonic Screwdriver's Doctor's Magic Wand. Well, you've been Jodie Whittaker and Magic Wand as some kind of sex toy. That's what it seemed like. In Doctor Who, Sonic Screwdriver is the Deus Ex Machina for, and in a Freudian sense, totally Doctor Who's magic wand in many ways. It was a matter of time before I got to a compilation video about sonic screwdrivers, that little device that became synonymous with Doctor Who. Now, if you want a sonic screwdriver, I recommend you get the Patrick Troughton one, which is just like a thin tube. I believe Dr. Alex got one for like £5 or £10. It was cheap, right? The little devices become synonymous with Doctor Who, like Batman's Batarang or James Bond's or Walter PPK. Okay, semi-automatic pistol. It was introduced in 1968 in the second during second Dr. Patrick Troughton's era, but became popular during the third Doctor, John Pertwee. Yeah, use it on the Sea Devil. I do like the Sea Devil, like shitting himself thing as he blows up mines around him, quite understandably. When he used it a lot because of Pertwee-like gadgets and cars, and encourage them in the stories. What better than a make-believe gadget to fire up kids' imagination? This does look like a sex toy, but the idea of making it out of Sheffield steel, that was actually a good idea, right? That was actually a reasonably good idea. That if it wasn't delivered so poorly, would have been educational and uplifting, but she's just shit, right? And why did you make it look like a sonic fucking dildo? Doctor, is a sonic screwdriver in you? Is that a sonic screwdriver in your pocket? This makes sense of Doctor Who. The Doctor is an archetype and archetype of a friendly wizard, and the sonic screwdriver is his magic wand. Okay, under R.C. David Stephen Moffat, the sonic screwdriver came with Deus Ex Machina, which I've just found out how to pronounce. You could do virtually everything until it can't for the plot. Yeah, deadlock seal. I know. It's so silly, isn't it? This is the problem with made-up stuff in science fiction and fantasy, where an all-powerful thing suddenly doesn't work because reasons. Reasons are normally it's been cancelled because it's on Disney+. Until then, it can unlock doors, scan for signals, scan for medical additions, burn a hole in a thing, make a noise like a bullhorn. Don't remember that. Upgrade your cell phone. And when you have a problem solving, you pull out the sonic. Okay, fine. You also make blobs of ice cream. That was a line cut from the what was it, not the Doctor Dances, the one before that. What's it called again? Doctor Dances and Empty Child, right? Empty Child. Whew, that was tough. It's all very Freudian when you think about it. How the sonic screwdriver is not a phallic symbol. Well, it wasn't until Jodie turned up, right? And then it was. It can be extended or retracted. The Doctor keeps pointing it at the thing at people. Well, again, if you want to say that, this is more John Barrowman type behavior, I'm behind you there. The sonic screwdriver is also a perfect piece of Doctor Who branding and merchandise. It makes for a fun toy accessory for kids, not £30 bloody pounds it is, to bug their parents to buy them for, and the hardcore fan, adult fans to have. Yeah, again, I stopped after the Matt Smith sonic screwdriver. Because it just felt that Capaldi's Sonic was... It wasn't as good, and it seemed to be there for marketing reasons only, right? It didn't seem to have much storytelling value. We have no idea. We have no idea how many Sonic Screwdriver toys have been sold in the last 10 years. Maybe do a bit of research. But given the collector market and the its expensive limited media replicas sold at prop warehouses, and you can just make 3 calls and find out, right? There's clearly a hungry market for Sonic Screwdrivers. But again, over £1,000. Was it? I think was it 800, 900 pounds? It seemed outrageous. Spoiler: the toy version even clicks and makes sounds. It doesn't scan for medical condition with aliens or alien signals. But I can't reach it. The first one with the David Tennant. Here's my favorite one. David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston one. Right, it was a UV light, right? And if you got the action figures from City of Death, you got a wee little Mona Lisa, and if you scanned your Sonic Screwdriver of it, you'll see in ultraviolet that this is a fake. And that was fantastic, right? I love that little detail. The design department Doctor Who takes this seriously. The new Sonic Screwdriver used by David Tennant's 14th Doctor looks like represents past Doctors, apart from Jodie's. Metal bits, retractable bits, different colors. It looks member bearers. The magic one, this is just dumb. Adding Tandament, yes, well, it doesn't surprise me that it's dumb, right? Doesn't surprise me that it's dumb at all. So just as Jodie Whittaker credits her performance with Yorkshire schools, and by doing so disparages Yorkshire schools, David Tennant owes a degree of sanity to Billy Piper after Doctor Who. Okay. To be at the center of the show is a wonderful and humbling, but it's also overwhelming and terrifying. I'm sure it is, right? I'm sure it is. This year we'll not only see David Tennant return to Doctor Who, but also see him once again hand over the battle of the Time Lord to another actor. This time, Ncuti Gatwa taking over from following on the 6th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know. I was really excited, not so much anymore. Well, speaking to Variety about Good Omens season 2, about episode and a half in, and fair. Tennant was asked whether he had given Gatwa any advice, to which he said, the thing about something like this is it's the peripheral, not the job. It's the other stuff that comes with it that I didn't see coming. It's a show. I mean, you must have seen it coming, David. You're a Doctor Who fan, and you were there at the peak of its popularity. You and Matt Smith. It's a show that has so much focus and enthusiasm on it. It's not like Ncuti hasn't been in a massive Netflix series, Sex Education. Not interested at all. But Doctor Who and Barbie, it's a big movie, but Doctor Who is slightly on a different level. It's cross-generational, international, and has so much history that it feels like it belongs to everyone. That's fair enough. To be at the center of the show is wonderful and humbling, but it also is also a bit overwhelming and terrifying. It doesn't come without some difficulties, such as the immediate loss of anonymity. I bet that's pretty tough. It also takes a bit of getting used to, if that's not been your life up until that point. But yeah, but again, listen, listen, Doctor Who was surprisingly huge with Christopher Eccleston, right? People are like, hey, did you see that new Doctor Who? It actually was quite good. It was exciting. I liked it. Special effects weren't bad. Oh, yeah, you had that big alien ship crashing the Big Ben. Yeah, that looked good. Oh, I like the aliens. Yeah, there was genuine, especially by the time we got to Aliens London World War III, right? In fact, they so lacking confidence so much in it that Russell T Davies had, that the reason he made Dalek episode, was it 5 or 6? And we had Rose, End of the World, Unquiet Dead, Aliens of London World War, episode 6, right? Episode 6. Because he thought by that time you might need a bit of a soft reboot, and putting a Dalek on Radio Times cover will get people back in. By the time you reach Dalek, it was already huge. People were like, man, this is English, and it looks cool and contemporary, and it's got sci-fi. Right, it really blew people away. Right, it really genuinely blew people away. And then David Tennant came in, and because he was, I think, more relatable and personable than Christopher Eccleston, and I think somewhat better looking, it exploded. And also, look, David Tennant is just very, very, very personable, right? I mean, Around the World in 80 Days is pretty good, but he made that show, right? Playing a very stilted character, right? He just has a lot of charisma. That's what I'm looking for. He just has a lot of charisma. It takes a bit of getting used to it. Okay, no, right. So what's this got to do with Billy Piper, right? Tennant Canadian. I was very lucky that when I joined, Billy Piper, who played on-screen companion Rose, was still there. She lived in the glare of publicity. Well, she did all her life, right? She was like a pop idol singer, right? And she had a horrible time, right? She had to diet all the time. She tells stories of eating bits of paper because she was so freaking hungry, right? Because she had to stay paper thin. And then she checked out that life and married, who was it? Chris. Can't remember his name. And it didn't last long, but this just gave her a chance to literally let her hair down and eat. And she didn't get fat, but she got chunky, right? And I was like, when I look at the picture of her life, she looks so freaking happy. Right, she looks relaxed and happy, and good for her. She was still there. She lived in the glare of publicity since she was 14. I hope we all agree. So she was a great guide for it to how to live life under that kind of scrutiny. I owe a degree of sanity to Billy. Blimey, you get to the point in the last freaking word. Okay. Tennant also offered this Fulton Gatwick, calling him a fulsome nature, saying he's inspired and charismatic. Everybody's freaking said that. I've yet to see it, right? I have yet to freaking see it, and I'm getting a little bit doubtful, right? I haven't seen him play not gay as yet, right? I haven't seen him play not gay. Well, so what are we up to next? So, yeah, I think we're going to start right on, but I mean, hour's nearly up. The reason he's only go for an hour is because to get the package on StreamYard where I can do a pre-recorded live stream of 2 hours, cost me $50 a month. That ain't happening. I mean, listen, unless you guys sign up to my Substack en masse, right? Then we would think about it. No, I guess if like another 20 people signed up to it today, 20 people signed up to my Substack today. Well, within a short amount of time of seeing this, I would up the exclusive content a lot, and I would go for that. But okay, so we're going to end on this, which is I absolutely love. Fan creativity. So this fan book just came out. Evolution of the Dalek toy is now available to download for free. It surprised me given how many Doctor Who merchandise books that we now had. So I clicked on the link where you go to, 70net.wordpress.com.ebooks, and it takes you here, right? So you got this book. We also got these other books which look interesting. Up close on nostalgia look back over 20 years and a little bit more of Doctor Who conventions. So this is a convention of the modern age. This is more factual books. Longleat is awesome. Longleat Remembered is freaking awesome. I didn't know I saw the follow-up. Not Longleat. Blackpool Remembered is gorgeous. Blackpool Revisited is... I don't think I've seen that one. And the Longleat one, not as good as the other two, which I love the way Blackpool Remembered did it year by year and went through the different changes within the... within the expansion. But here we're looking at this one. Let's have a quick download here. Let's see what it's going to say. Let's have a quick thumb through, right? Because I think this is a lovely, lovely idea of a book, right? And again, this is where I think all fan media is now, right? Especially with AI, right? I think with AI, we're really at the point where we can make our own Doctor Who without actors. I can do audio right now. Right, if I get stock music, I can use AI deep AI deep fake cloning. This is what I'm using for my book, Millennial Rights, Craig Hinton. It's so of its time as well. I love it, I just think we're going to be making our own stuff, right? So 1960s. So this is before my time. The rolling thing. Again, this looks excellent. Right, I honestly, why doesn't a publisher snap this up? I guess because you're giving it away for free now, right? So I've heard tell of the Dalek costume. Oh look, they've got a Tim Quinn, Dickie Howard thing. Wow, can I zoom in? So look, which one is this one? Little known fact about the Daleks, number 3,536. The Dalek toys made in the 1960s came complete with arms that by 1970 had dematerialized out of existence. Unfortunately, I've lost my arms. Well, I never, me too. What a coincidence, blow me down. How curious. Yes. Maybe it's all a con, right? Maybe it's all a con. 1970s. Now, I remember, this is kind of like my era starting. I did have a Dalek bubble bath. That's the one. Holy crap. It's right there. Used to love this. I used to love making the Dalek bubble bath come out the bath. There. Freaking awesome, right? And then Palatoy, I don't remember those ones. I really don't remember those ones at all. Battery is not included. Denny Fisher. But it was like the 80s where it started. Oh, Sevens. Hey, Sevens was the greatest kits ever. I love Sevens. They did Cybermen and Ice Warriors. Oh, man, that'd be great to get a reissue. And then this is like the Comet miniature. Yeah. Then you had Dapol, which weren't very good. And I wanted their console. 1990s. That's that's Comet models, and they re-released like the Rollerkins Daleks. So yeah, this was not character options. It was product enterprises. Yeah, they were great. They had these great remote control Daleks. In fact, you can see one. I can't hang on 1 second. You can see. Oh, you can't see it. It's just above this collection of monkey. Yeah, I'll angle up. There you go. And I got a big one in the other room. Make it big, baby. Yeah, this is gorgeous, right? This is freaking gorgeous. Man, I will be downloading this, right? And then, well, yeah, coming up to the current era, 2020 to 23. Yeah, this is highly researched. Don't remember that one. Is that custom? I don't remember that one at all. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. 50 pages. Well spent. Well spent. I salute you, sir. Thank you for taking the time to do that, right? Thank you for taking the time to do that. One last thing before we go. In an act of complete lack of self-awareness, Titania Masley calls out Disney CEO Bob Iger. She-Hulk must be being cancelled. He's completely out of touch with the workers who make his shows happen. You're completely out of touch with the audience who make the shows happen. That's why they're not happening. Who make people watch these shows? We don't watch it. Who bring viewers to him with money. It's outrageous the amount of world's not being shared. I couldn't give a shit, but you are right there. With the people who make the show. Okay, but listen to Tatiana. Look, you get no sympathy after the shit show that was She-Hulk that existed. To sneer at, I mean, guess people like me, I'm not that I'm a huge She-Hulk fan, but to sneer at fandom, right? To sneer and be hateful at fandom. Oh dear, didn't go down so well. Who could have seen that coming? Okay, join me tomorrow, maybe live, maybe pre-record. Who knows what dares to dream? My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell, so you're looking at one thing. So you're notified when new videos drop.